Yeah.
with what they picked. Especially with Chalk Alt too. Chalk Alt destroys the Hun bots. So,
Yeah. I mean, I'd be nervous, but hey, maybe they don't have to be.
maybe they got a plan that we don't know about.
But all right, guys, game number 1 of your $500 slash tournament. And do we have a banger here? I'm interested to see, obviously, both casters and even some of you from chat. This Chaos draft is going to be pretty hard to fight into and what that might look like. But these players are seasoned and ready to go at it. One of the big things I always find interesting... Let's do this real quick. Sure.
Bluestone Chalk with a hammer. That could be spicy.
So stereotypically, especially in Slash, it is the meeting of the red right away, and then back off to the speed, then go to waves, and then back to blue, and then wave again. I'm interested to see throughout the tournament, is there going to be any spicy fights beforehand, or potential invades onto the opposing speed as they might find some poke and aggression? So I'm excited to see some of that. As far as builds, talk me through what you're seeing and something maybe stands out. The thought damage is crazy already.
I really like the Chalk with the hammer, the tier 1 cudgel, with the bluestone and the tier 1 cudgel. I think that's going to go crazy. It's going to be a presence to be wrecked with.
There's a blink in from the Kukulin. Faf actually jumps in. Both teams playing a little slow. So there's the back off to the speed. Order Science, Tippy and Friends recognizing that. However, Power Rangers immediately just go to waves, wave pressure. How we doing, Rob? I would like to point out there's 0 blinks for Power Rangers and there's 3 blinks for Sippy and Friends. So Sippy and Friends are immediately looking to be the aggressors. Both teams stepping off to get their blues here before next wave. There's effectively going to be 3 tanks. I'm keeping my eye on this Chalk build. Interested to see if he stays Bruiser, throws more damage after this Blackthorn or Runeforge. I assume either one of those would be decent options for him.
Yeah, I honestly wonder if he's going to try to go full damage and just freaking one-shot the Agni. I mean, shit could be crazy.
You got to catch him post-dash, so maybe Fafner jumps in and forces that dash, and then he's going after. But you don't have a blink because he's got beads, so...
Well, that's what I'm saying, he got beads, so if he goes blink second relic... I mean, it's honestly very valuable to go beads first in this game just because of the Hun bots alone.
Yeah.
Huge team fight potential.
I'm keeping my eye on as well a lot of these shifts, right? We see this a lot. This would be a big coordination when we start talking about money on the line. These 5-man team fights and quick shifts from lane to lane trying to catch each other off guard. They're going to have to be fairly communicated as far as what they're looking at. I love how aggressive Fafner's already been, jumping in, getting a little active setup onto this Agni, allowing his X spawn to get some damage off. Yuzumo's looking around. That's a blink ult right away on 3. Do they have the damage? They're trying to kill this Thoth. Do they have enough? Just able to get out, and a beautiful Humbat's ult to follow. The first blood is secured for Sippy and Friends. The aggression of this triple blink is there. Thoth not able to connect that ult. Fafnir after jump. Do they have enough to find the second? They do. A 2-0 off a beautiful engage. Kukulin blinks in, and Thoth just alive. Is she able to hit the Nene, the bounce? Unfortunately catching wall.
Unfort.
So there's the value of that triple blink right away. I'm actually surprised Thoth just able to live. But a decent start here for Sippy and Friends.
It was a crazy bot ult. We gotta give it to him.
That was a massive Hunbat's ult. Yeah.
Massive.
Yeah, Rag, how dare you insult the Slash community, saying you've never seen a sweaty Slash. You can ask Cosmos for those.
Are you talking about me?
No. He's talking about, chat's talking about how they haven't seen competitive slash games. There's plenty out there.
Yeah, I remember saying something like that the other day. You got mad at me.
There's I guess there's a couple noteworthy things, like you mentioned that Blackthorn for Chalk right away, the triple blinks, but also a Mystical Mail immediately for this Kakolin.
That's the best way to do it right there. Mystical Mail Kakolin.
Not disagreeing, especially with that Rage. So here's the big fights typically. As Siege is about to spawn, this is going to be that first team fight as you get the first items online. Well, who's going to actually secure that? And also secure red buff. Decent little lead here for Sippy and friends. Thoth the Chalk staying in the distance while Power Rangers are pulling Siege. Kakolin steps in, gets a double ult on this RDO X-Ball, and forces X-Ball ult for the pressure. Kuzenbo getting poked up by Chalk, Thoth, and Red Pit. Charybdis content with sitting in left, looking for some more farm. I'm going to quickly peek through some leveling orders here as they're still kind of jockeying back and forth. Just checking leveling orders. Big two are trying to back. No team feeling confident enough yet to pull that Siege. It's a Thoth ult. Fortunately unable to connect it. X-Ball, Classic 2. Power Rangers pulling Siege. Good hammer from Fafnir to create some separation in time. It was a decent, almost 50-50 Kakolin. Unfortunately, due to some of that separation Fafnir was able to create, Power Rangers able to secure for Siege.
That was a beautiful Fafnir hammer.
Sounded like a gunshot. I don't know about all that. I'm going to finish up checking level orders here. Based off what you're seeing now, and I mean, obviously I still favor Power Rangers. I think that those triple blinks maybe caught them off guard right away. But, oh, X-Ball dash got caught. Humbat's ulted. X-Ball able to get ult off with some beautiful separation by the RDO to create some peel. Shock forced to ult. They have damage though. Siege goes down. How many ults left? There's not really any poke from the tower. Notable is the X-Ball beads were taken off from that Hunbat's engage and the Agni catching the dash. Only relic really expended here. All three blink still up for Sippy and friends. Fafnir detransforming. Red is pulled by Sippy and friends. Gold difference. I hate that you can't print out the trees because it's not really meant for spectating, much like Siege isn't, but there's not much of a gold difference here, even with those two kills, as the Siege was secured. And a couple waves forced under by the Thoth. Colon raging out. They're not going to look to take that fight. Bats doesn't have ult.
Can you see how many wards are being placed by people? You can see that, right?
Yeah. So you got 4 by bats.
Okay. So I feel like warding's gonna be a huge factor.
Ooh. Kuzenbo able to pull beads off Thoth. It's a decent engage for bats. Yeah, you had a buy. So as soon as that team finishes for round 1, the 2 that are facing off right now, you can start right away, D, as an FYI. You do not have to wait. Oh, hold on. Apologize, but Humbats actually went for a blink engage right away. Horn Shard pop by RDO as they're trying to find a counter gauge. Kuzumo looks like the target. Damage comes across from Thoth ult. Just not enough. Notable, Siege is pinged out by both teams here. Faf still in alt. So Relic Graveyard now for Sippy and friends. But all 5 members of Power Rangers shift over to the Siege right away. You can jump in at any time, by the way.
I know. I'm learning, man. I'm trying to figure this out. Alright, I don't want to say something stupid. Alright, leave me alone.
I say something stupid every day. Don't worry.
It'll get better as the tournament goes on. I promise.
So Sippy and friends were able to secure the siege. Unfortunately, not able to really find any value outside for the push. Poke. Relic starting to come back up here for Sippy and friends. This is actually interesting. We got a bracer already upgraded by this RDO. Notable put in left lane for this X ball. Kind of operate off of. I'll turn them off. I appreciate that. Hold on. There you go. Who's winning? It's fairly even. Sippy and friends technically gold-wise, but much of the same.
I think the game's pretty even.
Oh, I turned you up fairly. Was that too loud? Was that better? What do you think, chat? So Sieges spawn at 10. Obviously on their own ends. Both immediately secured and walking down this left lane. I'll be moaning. It's crazy. I don't want that out of co-commentator. I'm sorry. I actually kind of like that Power Rangers are able, their siege sitting under tower and this tower are able to put damage on this siege. So their siege almost be full health for this push. However small, a decent macro to fight off of. Kukulin ults 4.
Yeah, they're missing 2. This is a good fight for the Power Rangers.
Colin with a blink, unfortunately unable to catch the Thoth. Thoth reaction time. Able to dash away. Humbats with a blink ult, forces beats, but gets his beats forced as the recollapse backwards and goes down. The first member to go down in this fight. Kuzumo trying to find any value on this Thoth. Unable to find the pick and survive off that recollapse. This is that 3-man front line I was talking about. Once especially their cooldowns are coming online, it is incredibly hard to get and secure this kill. Unfortunately for Sippy and friends, they are starting to see some of that come to light in a T1 on the back of 3 going down for Sippy and friends. A little bit of a break, and we mentioned or asked who was winning. Power Rangers starting to find their footing.
Wow. That was a lot of Fafnir stuns, that's all I'm going to say. A lot of them.
Chinfu sells again with that blink ult. I don't know. He did try to find the secure, unfortunately not able to find it. Hunter, appreciate the follow. Rat, why'd you say it was there? We're making servers on the NA East, to be clear. It always should be that way. Why was the server so bad? It was the worst server?
Probably just Smite servers, dude.
I mean, I unfortunately can't control that.
Smite servers have been gross lately.
I wonder how much value, because that bracer was placed, that they were able to find, potentially creating some of that potential winning teamfight factor with that bracer and fighting around it. It's been pretty large for Power Rangers, securing that blue for Thoth. Looks like Power Rangers putting the emphasis on left lane. Those are so it's best of ones until semifinals. Why? 40% cooldown for the Agni right away. Of course. Yeah, semifinals and finals are best of 3.
Man, look at the difference between the mage builds and how they're set up.
30%
The
cooldown.
Agni-
We don't have any percent pen here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no
30%
percent
cooldown.
pen yet on the Agni, and Thos all pen. Every item he's built has pen on it. That's a huge difference in the damage, I feel like, too, between the two of them.
This X-Ball is just shredding top damage for the game off the setup from this Fafnir Hardio. He is free casting, and that's got to be dangerous to deal with. Charybdis is getting chunked by this Thoth. The good Charybdis ult creates separation, but he's not able to find the pick. Vampora goes down. Sorry, click all over. Apologize. Wonder if we're gonna get a potential invade. This Jug is still 3/4. They got to be pinging out to invade this Juggernaut. That is a T2, and their own siege goes down to the Power Rangers. All 5. Kukulin went through. I don't know why we don't take that fight. You can kill that. You have all 5 there.
I think Agni's dead.
Agni's actually forced to Aegis, and he gets the dash away.
I honestly feel like Agni got bailed there, that they didn't collapse on him. Because he just teleported in and dashed immediately.
They're able to secure Apophis, and if they get back in time, they can actually TP through this. You can't submit the game. Only captains have permission to, so the captain can. Captain's the only ones that have permissions to post in that channel. Have them submit it to me. That's fine. So I'm running it solo anyway.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, 2 go down, and heavenly, the damage coming through off the back of this setup. That triple front line on the other side, that 1v1 while we were watching this push,
and they trade. That's not good.
Not at all, because this could be a potential end here. Kuzumbo just trying to buy any time for his team on these respawn timers and doing a decent job, but will she go down? That is a bird. 15 minutes and a beautiful push. This Kukulin goes through again, trying to stop some backs. He is here alone. It is notable for those that don't know and haven't played Sash in a little bit, that TP through, which the Kukulin got. I'm surprised he didn't get picked, but was able to get out immediately coming into mid-map. Allows you to get back to lane so much quicker. Chalk gets all 3 bombs and Kukulin on and goes down.
Beautiful Agni stun.
However, they have their siege here. Can they find this pick? Bats is lurking, doesn't have ult quite yet. Thoth and Charybdis on the other side are sitting there with Unbats, goes for the blink. Thoth able to pick up Vampora once again. Fortunately for them, another goes down. 2 members of Sippy and Friends. Friendship might be breaking here. Jug still pushing. Assuming this is going to be an easy bird. You still have Siege up here on the other side as well. 2 members down for 10 seconds plus. Faf forces Agni.
There's the brace for 2.
Yeah.
They can't fight this at all, I don't think.
Shock goes for that ult. Just creates some separation. Secures bird. Jug still healthy here. Colin gets a blink. Ult on 3. Kuzumbo just doing their best to create any separation for their team to kill this Juggernaut. Will this kid Colin get punished for the overextension? Unfortunately, not able to get out. Yeah. Thoth dashes in, and Kuzumbo goes down. This Axe Ball is chunking. Almost 30k off the back of this setup.
Wow. You know, that Ardio cripple completely ruined Kukulin and Kuzumbo.
Yeah.
6 seconds, they couldn't get out of there. It was just free damage.
So Apophis and Jugs are up. They are looking to try to chase here. Vaf actually jumps in. Thoth Trying to get any damage. Bats does have ult, and the beautiful monkey bounce into an auto attack cancel. Drops Bats ult. Unfortunately, these are all 3 tanks. Will it cost? Will they be able to pick the Bats? Unfortunately for him, able to get out. We do miss you, Sonny. Hopefully we see more of you. X-Balls forced to jump away. Kukulin, the 1v1. Can he find it? The ult. Pride and Proc definitely there as well. Agni's dashing in. They're actually finding a little... They're staggering death timers. Can they find a pick? Notable fire waves pushing and a siege here, though. So while they're finding something, do they have enough? And the Agni dashes in. Alternate timeline is procced, and they're not able to find the pick.
No pick. Unfortunate.
Yeah. I love the thought, unfortunately for them. Power Rangers are firing on all cylinders. And 3 members down for 40 seconds. Fire waves pushing. All 5 members momentarily spawn as X-Ball isn't here currently. Faf's fairly low, though. They're looking for Bird with fire waves. Faf actually jumps in. Just look for the pick. He jumps in, stops the backs, which allows them to get Bird, but do they find the value off that? There are bans. There's 8 bans, so 4 per team. There's your bans. Should have thrown that up originally. I apologize. So immediately pulls Apophis, Power Rangers. This should be an enhance, so they're going to have 2 jugs coming with this.
Is that what a enhanced Apophis does?
In addition to other stuff, yes.
Juggernauts?
So this is the 2 jugs.
That's OP!
Yep. So they're going to have 3 here if they grab their own. Instead, they're probably going to push with the 2. Definitely nerve-wracking moment for Sippy and friends to try to fight back into this. They are waiting. This looks like an all-in. Bats gets the blink. Do they have the damage to find the pick? They do. So they find the X-Ball off the back of a double dive. Can they find anything after? You got to know on the other side, Shock looking for the 1v1. Forces relics. Thoth not able to find the ult on the bats, and Chinfu finds a second. Unfortunately goes down himself, but gets both DPS. Gonna rage. Agni is here alone on the back of this. Kuzumo gonna go down, but does Agni have enough damage to fend off a Siege Juggernaut and Shock? He can't go down there.
Man, that Shock is doing so much right now. Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm a little worried because this Jug's still standing. X-Ball spawning. Thoth up in 15. This should spell game. Kuzumo's down for 23. You have Fire Waves and a Siege. There's just too much here amongst 3 frontliners and a Chalk. 3-man ult for the silence. X-Ball's here. Kukulin just desperately trying to fend him off amongst a Fire Wave and Siege. But unfortunately for Sippy and friends, this is the end of the road for this particular tournament, and Power Rangers sieging on to the next round. Unluckers.
Definitely unluckers. I think that really was a draft diff, mostly. Like, because honestly, there were some major plays by Chinfu himself. He was doing crazy. I feel like he had a couple phenomenal Humbatsalts, but they just weren't enough because they just didn't have the damage to and the CC to out pressure the other team.
Yeah. I don't know if you find the value off Cryptus. Like, I know she was taking a couple fights. I genuinely don't think you ever take, especially with the Thoth when you're getting outranged. Maybe a little egoed, but unfortunately not able to find it. I don't know if you actually find the damage either.
I personally think, too, that Agni build really sucked. No offense, Turk. I love you, but there was no...
I do think it... I think Serket, given the opportunity, especially into this team comp, he can go Giga Chad. He can go Giga Chad. And I'm interested to see how he does it.
Can take Hera out of the fight instantly every single fight if played correctly.
Yes, Boom. And answer your question. Yeah, I do. I favor Order, but I think Serket's a wild card, and I think she can really turn some stuff.
Oh man, the stars on Hera.
Makes her cry a little bit.
I know. I was like, fuck, that's so boring.
Whoa! Woo! Got a little nervous. Forgot they're like into the game. My fault. Almost trolled. Prediction is closed out, so once game started, you have to wait until the next game. Fortunately, looks like Terra, the focus of all the aggression, able to get the double dash away.
We got the shell. They got a shell and a buff. Look at them go.
Get rid of those real quick.
What do you think of the Raijin pick? I really like it. I don't know how we haven't seen it yet, and I really think that could be strong in a slash setting. Because of the
I think it's good, and when it's not into a triple, if not quadra dive, meaning when I go to alt, you're a massive fucking target.
Yeah.
I think given the opportunity and some real setup and ability to work around it, it can be phenomenal. I think it's great, especially when you start talking about the revert of the 9.5 health change. I think it's actually underplayed in Joust currently, given the damage and everything else for the utility, because of that change alone. But we'll see.
Because of the slow and then all the cooldown he has.
Yep.
And then two, I mean, if he's playing in the right spots, he can ult and just taunt fear.
So alt's taking over. Cthulhu dashing in, trying to find a little bit of the aggression. Cthulhu's got to be careful. He is executionable, and the alt from Charybdis, but the Achilles misses. Rat Squid off the mark.
Alright, well, his name was just demoted.
Unfortunately, Daddy Rat goes down according to Bassett.
Say it right when you say it.
What are you gonna go for? What are you calling him?
Daddy Squid. It's not
Squid.
Daddy Rat. It sounds so much better, Daddy Squid.
You gotta stop calling him that. That's what you gotta stop doing.
I know I need to, but it's hilarious.
Unfortunately for Rai Rai and the Funky Bunch, goes down and gives up first blood. Serket went for an ult on the Terra. Unfortunately, the rest of the team collapses, so they're not able to find the secure there.
See, Bloody D gets it.
Yeah, that's my fault. I troll Raijin. Could be a big ult if he's able to get the Terra. Not able to convert, but does off a dash in. Extremely aggressive, unfortunately for him. Charybdis wraps.
And then they get the pick on him, so it's a 1-for-1.
It is 1-for-1 currently. Can you find anything further? Achilles doesn't have ult, so they can find it on the Achilles.
Yeah.
Daddy Squid not looking like it right now.
And then the Cthulhu damage on the Charybdis too? Nope, not enough. He's gone.
I think this Hera is going to be a downfall, I'll be honest. Oh, you know, I said that as the Runeforge proc kind of proved a little too much.
There's that Serket coming into play.
They have to keep going. I mean, there's nothing we can really do about it, unfortunately. That's the one thing I can't control is high-res servers, Michelle. I would apologize, but unfortunately, we don't have control on it. You know what? Hold up. I'll message high-res right now. Oh, they wouldn't respond. My fault. They're not gonna.
Such a clown.
They're not listening to me regardless. Hera.
Are you even partnered with Iris yet?
Oh no, no, I'm not like that. I've applied 3 times this time. Unfortunately, Achilles not able to find the execution. Connection juked backwards.
Man, I need Mr. Squid to hit them alts.
Marty, Hydrogen caught out on a big push from the Hercules under tower. He did have ultimate, unfortunately. Gets caught. Siege is up, so this is that kind of siege fight we talked about before. Waves being pinged. Spectate wrong you? We will.
They're going for the siege.
They are going for the siege. Can the Hercules get in range? He's not able to, but Hercules gets a decent push. Puts the Circuit to half. Fortunately not able to convert off of it.
Yeah, Graves doing a beautiful job on Herc right now. I'm seeing all the pulls and all the pushes coming from him right now.
Raijin goes into ultimate. There's a boulder. How is he alive?
No way. Wow. It's supposed to be pre 9.5, not post.
That is unfortunate for the Hercules. A beautiful ult. This Hercules is doing wonders for the Funky Bunch. Unfortunately, can Achilles find it? Forces Marty ult and goes down on the extension.
Oh.
Marty had ult.
Can they get tower? Can they get major poke on tower here?
They could. Not. That's what I
Yeah,
meant to
they
say.
could not.
Yeah.
I think they could have if they, but they kept like looking for something.
Hypothetical world, sure.
Like I don't think they could have got the tower, but I think they could have got it to half. I mean, the Hera is doing damage though, according to the charts. Just saying.
She's doing decent damage. You gotta be careful. This Hercules is wrapping now.
think-
Good taunt from the Circat. Can you find anything after? Gets his dash caught by Polymorph. The damage is there. Fortunately, just not enough of it. This Hercules with the consistent setup
Dude.
on this team.
Oh my lord, Graves. Wait, Graves not on Herc. Why am I saying Grave on Herc?
I don't know, but Mando's
I'm
doing
special ed.
God's
It's Mando.
work.
Mando's going crazy.
Fortunately, is Ardio able to get away? Cryptus forced to go into dash. I just don't know if it's going to be enough. Big Hat is unrelenting with this pressure. Circat with a beautiful Runeforge proc with Cthulhu picks up the Charybdis. So we had a Blackthorn and a... We start looking at builds here. I'll take a quick little peek because they have a little bit of a lull as they jockey back and forth in lane. What catches your eye when you're starting to look at that matchup?
Which one?
Builds.
I don't really like the cloak on the Achilles third item, but I mean it's still a very good item. I'm loving the Circuit build. I mean he's doing phenomenal work with it, phenomenal poke damage, and then especially the Runeforge proc for the team.
Hera's caught out. Raijin forced a double relic. There's no way he's actually able to walk out of here for free. Hercules chasing him down, able to find it. It is notable. We start talking about drafts, right? Gotta call it out, and I'm interested to see maybe some of the numbers behind it. But that's a triple blink from Big Hat. If they win, it would be the second game the triple blink wins. Or actually, no, because Sippy and Friends had the triple blink, right? And they lost. So I guess I lied to that.
They did.
So I take
But
it
they
all
just got
back.
drafted.
They did get drafted.
I mean, honestly, I'm watching, dude. The Hera's putting in a lot of work right now. Like, her 2 is doing God's work for this team.
She is doing a lot. I do think a lot of that comes from this Hercules setup, to be clear, but she is finding a lot of value post it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, you know. I mean, it's a comp game. I hope, you know what I mean. I hope she's playing off all the setup in the world.
Agreed. Unfortunately, for the Hercules, you're playing into a Raijin Circat with that kind of CC, immediately gets caught out. You know, it's just a wild that maybe the Circat might be seen in the rest of this tournament. With how much value she is finding.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a ban for the rest of the tournament.
Terra places the ward, trying to call out where the Circat's at. Hera gets caught out by the Marty a little bit. Aegis is forced. Marty's in all. Do they have the damage with the Cthulhu? They do. Hera goes down. Hercules trying desperately to stay alive while the rest of his team wraps around. Charybdis chunking the Cthulhu. Able to find it. Hercules with a big push on the Sir Cat. But Sir Cat able to survive. No. No. No!
No! On four.
We're not going to be able to unsee that. I'm going to be honest.
Wow.
That's fine. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Wow.
Well, Sir Cat's OP.
No.
I'm not gonna be able to stop thinking about that. It's gonna be a little rough. Anyway,
sieges.
Neutral siege secured by Big Hat. Now they're grabbing their own. Looking to push with 2. And therefore, right? Oh man, my head's gonna be thinking about that for a minute. Hera gets a double polymorph, this double siege. Now here's that massive push. This team fight could very well spell the game.
There it goes, the Sir Cat doing Sir Cat things.
The Sir Cat, Artio tanking up the rest of it. Achilles forced to ult away defensively.
Wow.
But unfortunately for him, all 5 from Big Hat is here, and they are pushing it, i.e. running it down.
Wow.
A siege and a half still standing, so they can continue this push. 4 members from Rai Rai and the Funky Bunch goes down. I do think Sir Cat's going to be banned in game 2.
Destroyed them. Absolutely obliterated them.
Do they come through this? They are coming through. All 5 strong. All 5 at once. The dive comes in. Terra in a cripple field, not allowed to get to her root, and forced to actually run out. Should result in Bird Artio tanking it up for the team. Can they find it? Hercules, horrific in the background by Sir Cat and Cthulhu. Hold off 4 members. Hercules desperately trying to fight 3. But a bird and a massive push from Big Hat.
I think that was
should result
by them.
In Apophis as well. I mean, I would agree. The damage is definitely there, and it looks like a Titans for this. Charybdis is doing her level best to try to chunk this Cthulhu down, but unfortunately, Ramakami on this Cthulhu, paired with this Sir Cat frontline, is holding off 3 to 4 members on a regular basis. All of them caught in a corridor. And they get away, but the Sir Cat Marty eviscerate this Hera off the map. Terra desperately trying to get away. They're getting absolutely ran down. Big Hat with 3 members killed on the opposing team, potentially looking for a game end with all 5 strong. Horrific from the Hercules on all 5. Desperately trying to find anything. A pull push. Pushes Marty into spawn. Is the damage there, though? They're looking for the end. Can they find it? Raijin dashes in, gets picked, and the game end. Big Hat. Secure game 1.
That's crazy.
You know, we talk about... Go ahead.
I really don't think that was I don't think that was a draft diff at all. I think that was just a straight diff. I still think Order drafted phenomenally.
I think outside of Hera.
Outside of the Hera, but still.
I think you're removing the Hera. I'm sorry.
But I can't. I don't want to say the Hera. All chaos.
All chaos. All right.
All chaos. They got it, dude.
All right. It would take your word for it. Gotta see it.
Swear on my life, I will die if they don't win.
You do not need to die, not at all.
I just told you what was gonna happen, so they better win.
Fair enough.
See, but I told you I'd start talking more than when we got into it.
You did. I'm really proud of you. It's a big set.
Yeah, like I said, the only thing that's hard for me is just that you're commentating on stuff that's happening. They're already dead, and I'm seeing them at like half HP. You know what I mean?
Just
That's
fair.
the only part that's hard for me.
Oh, Horus gets a good setup on Kukulkan. Unfortunately, not able to find much more. Red goes to Big Hat as they back off. Yeah, I mean, I get that. The prediction is still up, so there's still a little time for those. That's why I don't get a bunch of sad face that you didn't get a chance to throw any points in for the prediction on who you think's going to win game number 2. Big Hat up 1-0 as reflected here.
For all you other Rat Squid team supporters, thank you. I want points too.
Ardio trying to get something on the Agni, forces him to half health. Builds, notably, the X-Ball going Griffin Wing first item.
No starter on Chalk. What do you think of that?
Cloak.
Yeah. I think that's crazy.
He might try to flex
I
it.
think
I'm not completely upset about it.
No,
He's trying to
like,
rush, get stacks as much as possible.
Yeah, I know he is. But I still think not going a starter first for the early fights is kind of crazy.
Maybe they just want to play
Because
slow.
I mean, Warriors X Sigil are just good. Good items. I like the Tainted Steel on Kukulkan too, though. I think that's a pretty good pickup.
Yeah.
Everything else is standard. No variety. Unbelievable.
Horus able to 3 away. Unfortunately for the Baron, not able to find any value. Chalk with a massive ult. Here's the first fight of the game. Kukulkan getting worked down slowly with the Yuhong ult and just raging in time for that shield. But unfortunately for the Agni, getting caught from the rest of the team. Rai and the Funky Bunch are here to take game number 2.
Just like I said.
Kukulkan with a damage on a hydrogen from the Yuhong Marty.
I actually really like the backline, the Yuhong and Marty. That's a lot of poke.
There's a lot of damage. Double bomb. Unfortunately, didn't have the triple to find the kill. Agni pops Horn Shard, looking for a little bit more. X-Ball trying to work down the front line here on the other lane. Cloak is online here for Chalk. It is double anti-heal right away. Between Tainted and Contagion for this Kukulkan.
I like it. They got a Horus, an RTO, and a Chalk. And the Manticore too with his passive. I think it's great.
Some big
Watch
value.
the anti-heal win fights.
Sir Cat's waiting. There's the Runeforge proc into ult. Is it enough? Unfortunately, before the Sir Cat goes down and Marty pulled in.
3 other people too.
I feel like that ult from Marty was too little too late. Fortunately, goes down, so a 2 for 1.
We're gonna talk about how much damage that Sir Cat ult really just did. That spread to the entire team. Nuts.
Siege is up. 3 members. Almost about to be all 5 members strong for Big Hat present. That 4-minute macro for that siege. Unfortunately, Rai and the Funky Bunch not fully here for it. It's not like he has natural built-in, is what you're hitting me with, Cosmos. It's unfortunate. Already pops Horn Sharp. Baron a little out of position. Even though you're full tank, you're the target. Good Cullen. Fade with the snake. Do they have the damage? But the ult just not enough to be present. How we doing, Kai? You're the one slaying, not me. I'm just here. Meanwhile, the Siege is pushing and puts this tower to quarter HP. So Cat actually jumps in. She can potentially get caught here. Good taunt with a Runeforge to buy some time and separation to get her out. Siege is still pushing. X-Ball's here. So you secure the T1 and force them back. Sir Cat trying to get any more value from that. Her Horus is ulting in. Shock blinks forward. Horus, the big stun on a Baron with Runeforge proc. And Baron wonderfully kites that ult, allowing him to survive and get out. Sir Cat is split pushing at the meantime, so this is a 4v5. That Big Hat actually not losing, which is fairly large. X-Ball gets dash caught, and will that cost his life? It does. Wonderfully done by Chalk Ardio to catch him out. Sir Cat with the Ardio able to pick up Horus. Now she's here. Do they have the damage? The X-Ball being dead. Can they find it onto this Chalk? This Sir Cat taunt, like...
It's something else.
They're gonna...
I'm telling you, Sir Cat had to get banned, man. It's stupid. They're getting shit on by a Sir Cat taunt.
I actually find that here too. Jesus! I didn't think that would be that big a deal, but unfortunately, as we're talking about it, Sir Cat could call in and find the Marty. I just don't know. Can they find it? Is he able to jump away?
Almost, but
He's
not
forced
almost
to
enough.
blink away. Horus trying to pick this Baron out and allow the rest of his team to shift. They do. Sir Cat forces beads on this Yuhong. X-Ball ulting to create some space for his team. Unfortunate Yuhong ult not able to catch Big Hat out. Colin raging. Dashes forward, gets a nice little double root with Runeforge proc. Horus comes in. They're looking for a counter engage, but do they have the damage? X-Ball just out of range of the Ardio. But
wow.
Chalk able to get the Blink Axe to secure it. Still the trade goes at a 2-for-1. Chalk being the target, being chased down here. It's the Runeforge proc. Do they have the damage?
There's a Sir Cat taunt.
Did he just?
Did Agni just shit on somebody when we weren't watching?
We gotta go back real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, we gotta see what the fuck is happening. Hold on.
Okay. Oh. He held corner. Oh.
Okay. Wasn't anything special.
Okay. He, right, let's just thought he was shifting.
Okay, corner holding.
Was just surprised.
You know what's really grinding my gears right now, though?
What?
That this Baron isn't using the visual bug for his hat when their team's name is Big Hat.
That is actually a fair point to point out. He did not go the Big Hat on Baron. That actually could be bannable.
Where's the Big Hat?
Yeah.
What is he doing, or is it just a visual bug? He better have that big hat on.
I don't know. That's a fairly large point. Maybe that's why he went the name. You know, we're trolling a little bit. So 3v2 there on the other side. Colin trying to force Marty back. As Baron is not afraid of anything here, by the way. Forces Chalk ult and still pulls him back in, but will it cost him as he's, let's say, here alone? The rest of his team, a little split. Horus throws an ult, but the damage from Big Hat comes through.
Wow.
Yuhong ult doesn't have the damage to convert on the X-Ball or Surcat. Beautiful root. Aegis forced off the Agni. Just a bunch of damage back and forth. A little bit of relic usage. But neither team loses one in that exchange. Outside of the previous pick. Siege is coming up in 30 seconds. Obviously, that 10-minute timers for their own sieges. Look at what?
Look at the damage numbers between the tanks. Colin, Surcat, and Baron versus RTO, Horus, and Chalk.
That is fair to point.
Chalk only has done 4k damage as a Chalk. I feel like I feel like Chalk needs to get a lot more active.
I think a big portion of that, like you'd mentioned, I'm not seeing the starter. I'm wondering if he's holding.
Yeah, like that, like just having that axe alone, like that increases the damage so much, or even Sigil, because it's just a little bit of power. But I mean, Chalk having only 4k damage, I think is a huge disparity in the team.
He's able to make it out.
Because when I think of Chalk, I think of high damage warrior. That's what I think of.
I think it's interesting though. No, I'm not lying.
Like,
I would have to assume he's waiting for a cheeky starter pick, but I'm still a little surprised by it, right? Horus able to ult them away, but Marty is going to be stuck in the middle of everything. He's got to try to find the pick, and X-Ball still survives. Unfortunately, not able to find the trade. Ardio now the target of all the aggression from Big Hat. Does the dash save him? Surcat here alone. It does. Kikolin picking up Yuhong in the back, and Horus finding the exchange onto the Agni. X-Ball dashes forward, gets the slow, able to find the pick. Now with the siege and 3 members down, Marty spawning momentarily, but they have the siege here. They could find the bird. Baron caught under a tower. This could be a little tragic for him. Does the team come through? So Baron goes down. They do come through. This will turn into a 4v3. Beautiful Horus stun. The X-Ball dies immediately.
Wow.
Agni actually able to find the pick on a Marty in exchange, but the bird doesn't go down.
That was when they that was the way they played off that teleporting was crazy. They had them locked.
Yeah,
fast.
that was really good by the Horus because it was a knockout.
Yeah.
Yep. Really well played. He's gonna rage. Yuhong forced to 3. Surcat's trying to create any kind of separation. Beautiful ult for the CC media to make sure it doesn't get pushed off. Ooh. But can they find the damage? They do. Love that by Ramakami, but will he be punished for it? And it does. Surcat should be fine unless they get that triple field on top. Baron's here. Okay. Baron's got the Prid proc. Decent heal. Marty's here now. And in the background, this is just a, dare I say, an arena in lane. Almost assault ask as this triple front line is just looking to continue this fight back and forth. And Big Hat coming up empty-handed.
I think that was huge for the Funky Bunch. Absolutely
that was
massive.
Fairly large. Chalk, it goes down
Ooh.
to that X-Ball ult, and Ardio trying to create some setup and does. They are having a whole hell of a lot of fun based off this fight, but could go in finding the pick on Yuhong without the 3. Marty should go down as well.
The thorns. Here comes the rage. Boom, he's dead.
Yeah, he's very dead. Yeah, Colin, you know, he'd be doing things.
Man, right as I said, they just did something amazing, and they just throw it all away, huh?
Yeah. See, the problem is now the siege is here half health. The Agni and X-Ball are spawning momentarily while 2 members will be down for 15. This is their potential chance for this bird pick. Instead, they actually look to go for these sieges. You're going to have 3 on the map here. They aggressively take this one off. Colin just walking away. They can get the neutral one now, which is where X-Ball's pathing. Can have 3 sieges on map. They're not thinking about the channel points. Yeah, it's not the money, it's the channel points at this point. That's a good point, Cosmos. Good point.
All about the channel points. I'm taking your points, Cosmo. They're still gonna come back and win. Don't you worry.
Poth is secured as well. They even still have their own back here. Kukulin trying to get aggressive and create some setup. Sir Cat with the blink in, forced to ult for the chalk ult. The Ardio is getting chunked by this X-Ball and ult. Can they find the rest of it? Baron just trying to pull him forward while this X-Ball continues to auto him down. 2 tanks down. Unfortunately, they find in the turn absolutely nothing as Kukulin picks up the Yuhong. 2 sieges. And they are extremely healthy.
They're coming right back, too.
Cosmos. We'll just change his name. I'll call him Cosmo. Is that what we're going for, Nat? You want me to change it? I can do that. No problem. It's easy. Yeah, this game. I was going to think about getting hyped, but I was like, there's really...
I'm gonna close my eyes.
You're going to close your eyes. Look away. Look away. Look away.
I'll just look at you. I'll just look at your beautiful face then, I guess.
Look away. Fast forward. Fast forward. Alright. I'll do this. I'm looking away. Don't look. Alright. Is it still going? It's done.
I think you could still fast forward.
Oh, they're gonna give me this. They're gonna give me the fast forward bug. Is that what we're hitting me with? All right, whatever. Whatever. Don't care. All right.
Caught up.
Well, as best I can, because they're not gonna let me like. I'll try to fast forward, but I doubt they're gonna actually let me do it. Michelle, what's the current minute they're at? Do you know? So I'm not having to like consistently, because it keeps unfast forwarding, which is just the spectator wonderful bug that it is. Whatever, I'm done. I give up. I'm just gonna watch it.
Wow, just a quitter, huh?
Yeah. It's not my fault they keep making this game not have the spectator proper.
Why don't you just reset?
I'm not... Stop.
Okay.
Alright, so...
Sorry for the gesture.
Because reset takes a while. You're good, Michelle. So, P's,
No, Michelle,
P's and
find out
B's.
what time.
Again, there is no Sir Cat banned. Right? And no one picked it, believe it or not. Wrongu
People
does
just don't know.
go down on this Capri. 11
They
minutes.
picked the Capri this time, though.
The damage. The Hui actually feeling confident enough to jump in a 2-for-1 trade. They gave D the Mulan. Ooh, he's dead. Very dead.
Rip Taco.
12 minutes. Should be 2 minutes off. I'm gonna have to try. Because they're gonna be like done. I know.
That's what I'm saying. If you just reset
I'm
really quick.
trying to fast forward it the best I can. Hold on. Hey, how they do this? It keeps unpausing my fast forward.
Just press it again. Jesus.
That's what I'm.
Sorry, I'll stop giving you shit now.
Thank you for the suggestion. I will keep that in mind. What? You know, one day we're gonna get a good spectator. Like a good spectator that doesn't bug 24/7. This is semifinals. I pray to God they redo the spectator for all that for the love that all that's holy. Give me a better spectator. Come on. I am losing the battle versus spectator.
Tragic, Blondie.
I'm trying.
You'll figure it out one day, man. I believe in you.
I love how you have like the button to go forward and just never go forward. Come on, come on. You can do it. You can do it. I'm gonna give up here in a minute.
Don't be a quitter, Blondie.
I'm a quitter.
No, you're not.
I'm a quitter.
Well, I don't think we can be friends anymore then if you're gonna be a quitter.
14. Okay.
We
So
know
I'm getting close.
quitters.
We have a 2-minute delay.
If you're not a winner, you're a quitter.
Is this the fastest speed? No, it keeps unpausing the fast forward. It's not my fault.
It's his fault.
Capriol wore off. Why did you... Thorns? I need to go back to fast forwarding. I'm just gonna go back.
Go back to fast forwarding.
Go back to fast forwarding. I don't know why we... I don't know. Almost 15? Alright, we're getting close because it's only 2 minutes. It's a 2-minute delay. I love how you asked that though. Is this the fastest it fast forwards? I'm getting just cheese at this moment. Alright, we'll leave it right
They're
there.
almost at 15 minutes. Yeah, that's close enough.
I'm done. I give up with that. Alright.
Yeah, he's a quitter.
Yeah, it's like
Everyone in
just short of
chat
2
call
minutes.
Blondie a quitter.
Alright. Current game state. Obviously,
Killers are dying.
triple front line on both of these. I'm not surprised by this. All these teams have kind of evolved their draft to a triple front. Much like I said. I kind of predicted that that's where that would shift. I'm surprised it took a little longer than it did, and some picks are kind of not being prioritized as much. However, looks like we hate Akis. Still playing extremely aggressive and confident. And the Capri pulled back by Deet. Liar is going nuclear on this Wulan.
Is Liar Deet? Is that who we keep calling Deet?
Deet, Liar, Interdependence. Yeah, he's got several names. Just call him the GOAT for now. That's fine. You're welcome. Trill's boyfriend could be
Glazier.
another name. It's fine. Or Trill acts as a secretary for him. I'm a little hurt that Scylla isn't popping off. That's what I'm a little hurt by, but it's okay. Kabrakan trying to buy some time. Mulan forced to alt forward. Fortunately, the Hou did not find the bounce. Scylla doesn't find big value either. All 5 members, Power Rangers, forced to back off. Looks like Apophis is the call out. Siege also up. You know, this is something to point out, and I was talking about this with Yon last night, was heroism. With the 9.5, obviously revert, right? It's interesting, heroism. It's not final, semi-final, sir. Heroism coming back to that forefront with that shield, right? And that proc. I'm interested to see. It's a double heroism on both sides.
Yeah, heroism's OP. Big shield.
It's a massive
I mean,
shield. It's a double siege now.
I wonder if they're both going erosion too, because oh no, he's went arc druids, but because Rangi went erosion to counter that. I'm assuming that's their only form of shields, is it not? Other than if they have a shell, and they don't. They do have one shell actually.
They have one shell here. Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, right now, I think the blue team's getting a lot more value out of those heroisms.
So here's the siege push. Can they find some big value? All ultimates are up short of Scylla's. The big pull in on the Achilles. 4 staff health. Drops Thorns. The siege goes down. Can they find anything further? A beautiful Yu-Hong ult pulls all 3. Forces Scylla, Beads, and Marty ult. Here's that big engage off that one ultimate alone. Scylla, Aegis. And heavily in the background. They're trying to find some kind of re-engage. Scylla ulting forward. Gets a decent chunk off of the Cthulhu. Achilles ultimate gets blocked. Can they find the damage? They do. All 5 pushing extremely strong forward. 2 picks. Counter engage. Marty healthy. Kabrakan trying to catch this Yu-Hong. Doesn't have ult. Capri does have ult, however, so one can really overextend here. Trying to buy some time. Aegis as well. Beautiful. Buying some big separation. And the Capri ult from Wrong Yu allows this Kabrakan to find another life. They find a triple pick and a bird off of a re-engage on T2. Couldn't ask for more. Power Rangers not looking to go down without a fight. There's that spawn I talked about from mid. Cabrakan forced to ult to try to potentially get him out of danger. Mulan pull. Fortunately not able to catch the Cabrakan and pull him back.
They're going to run him down.
They're running him down. You just gotta be a little careful because they can do the opposite, right? With this spawn here.
Technically true. But
it looks like the Hou Yi is gonna grab a T2. And they can re-collapse backwards for Apophis. Instead, just looking to back off.
I think that would have been a great Apophis play right there.
It's notable when you talk about the ward coverage from We Hate Akis. 2 wards, so they're very aware they're going to siege. They know they're all pathing over here in the mid. I'm curious to see what those wards look like. Wards place. So Terra and Mulan putting a fair amount of ward coverage down here.
Putting in the work.
This is notable. You have a siege and fire wave to deal with. You hate a key, so you got a fair amount to work with. Capri looks like he's the target, but Achilles gets a massive execute on to the Cthulhu. Scylla not able to connect the ult. Mulan now the target of all the aggression. Aegis popped. A little missed time for the Scylla crush. Unfortunately, fighting for dear life, trying to buy as much time and space as possible. With the Cabrakan running down this Hou Yi. Capri still has ult, so they could still technically lose one team member. Siege is still up, so they can back off and spawn right away as well. Capri broken? I don't know. Might be tech. As long as it's not DPS like you pulled in the tournament.
That's crazy.
That's a big call out, I know. The siege goes down.
They got the pick on Kato too.
Does he find the Yuhong ult? They find the damage. Shell forced.
What?
Can he find it?
Crazy still in detonate.
No, my commentator. There's a Cthulhu as well. 3 members down for 20 plus. Hou Yi and Mulan's the only ones really here. Can they find it? Capri drops ult. The reset more than enough here. Scylla goes into ult. Mulan's looking for her. Decides to drop ult on the Titan to try to get as much damage off as possible. Unfortunately, goes down. Terra's here. They're looking for the end. Power Rangers trying to force us to game 3. But We Hate Akis is not having it. And fights off all 5 members. Showing a little bit of a sign of life for game 2.
I didn't like that at all. I thought that was a terrible all-in Titan, especially with their Phoenix coming back up soon.
Yeah, that's a little rough. They aren't going to be able to really find a bird just due to the death timers. This is the big thing and I'm going to say it out loud, and maybe Cosmos is going to shoot me in the face for this one, but the death timer is obviously not elongating after a certain point. It's going to be really hard unless you're really finding a wipe mid-map or on. So finding out your own Titan, they're not going to be able to find a bird, but they will be able to get their siege and Apophis. And this is that enhanced Apophis, which is going to get a double siege. So they are going to find some big value, just not game ending off a full wipe.
Well, and they do get a bird. They get their bird back, so...
They get, yeah, they heal Titan, sure. They are trying to deal with the one.
I personally feel like Manticore trying to end Titan there was not the play. I think he should just left. They should have just left after Scylla died. Only because of the bird status, though. Like, if the bird just died, that'd be beautiful. I mean, now it has nothing. That's just gonna heal back up.
I wonder if they're gonna like push with that though. Kind of waiting to see. They electing to go through, or not? They're pinging out. All of them are sitting mid-map. They're kind of just letting all the aggression from that go. I guess they're just waiting for the bird to heal along with Titan. They're not trying to force any fight and lose it. Looking for maybe a potential straggler. This is notable.
What do you think of that?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, that's stupid. I said, what do you think of the Cthulhu build, man? I just realized that he went Curse Reaver and then Gem of ISO
Gem ISO obviously for the slow and shields.
for the shields.
Yep. I'm okay with
But
that. I think this is
think
a little interesting. Curse Weaver.
I think it's crazy. Well, because Curse Weaver, if he gets hit, it's when he's in his big ult, and if he hits somebody, they're gonna take damage just for hitting him. Especially since he's just a healthy and healthy character, because the item scales off health and mana.
Sure, but the problem that's always happening, we saw it in the past 2 fights, was he's getting executed right away, so it's not like he's doing a ton of damage, it's you're just dead.
Well, that's just a draft up. I don't know what to tell you. I like what he built.
Sure, I'm not discrediting. Not at all. There just looks like a potential C trade. So let's hover in. That's the heroism proc, so she really finds not much from that. Are you letting it go?
God, I hate
trading?
heroism. Move that item, please.
I just can't wait. The fact we do these tournaments, we're going to see a whole hell of a lot of heroisms.
Next tournament, Corrupt Arena? Question mark.
Well, or letting everybody vote after the tournament. So it's whatever everyone wants to play. After finals, everyone's going to vote on what they want to see for the next tournament for next month. So you guys get a chance. You got to speak as a group.
10 grand tournament, right? 10 G's?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Oh, the whole Smite community in on that one.
Yeah, we have to have a lot of people doing that. Not made of money. Scylla's looking
you
for
are.
a cheeky wrap here. That is a fair amount of damage. It's crazy.
Scylla!
There's the all-in. Kabrakan goes to the alt post. Hou-Yi jump. Beautiful Aegis. Hou-Yi is forced to alt or jump away. Can they find the Terra? They didn't. Scylla's in a rough place. Just out of range. And goes down to Cthulhu. His dash was just coming up.
That's on 4.
So all that for 1.
And all that for the one problem.
They're knocking on the door here. Mulan pulls Capri. Can they find it? This should be Bird because the wave's here. There's the Bird. Can they find a pick? If not 2, and look for an end. Kabrakan's that pick. Capri forced to ult. Both DPS are still healthy. Can they find the front line? A beautiful Yu-Hong ult. Pulls Marty forward. And looks for a big end and a 2-0.
Wow.
Power Rangers were knocking on Titan instead. Finds game win and closes out a 2-0 set.
What a turnaround.
That could have gone either way. That's crazy.
No, it really could have. I really just think all-inning Titan there was troll. I think that's where they trolled.
Yeah. I have to replay the song just for this. Hold on. So, ladies and gentlemen, your slash finalist. We Hate Akis versus Big Hat. In a best of 3. Who's taking it home? Who do you got your money on? You saw both play.
Who I got my money on?
Yeah, who are you thinking? If you had a vote, you had to put it all in. We Hate Akis or Big Hat? Who do you think takes it?
I think it's gonna be the biggest of the hats.
The Big Hats. Oh, wow. Got a whole hell of a lot of people cheering for a We Hate Akis in chat.
Well, they can all suck it.
All right. P's and B's. And thank God we finally see a Serket ban. Serket Cthulhu.
It happened.
Immediately off the table. Now, this is interesting. Previous bans we've seen from both these teams, and I'm curious to see, is Chiron. Chiron has been banned from Big Hat in previous games or sets we've seen today, and is not banned at all, and I'm kind of foreshadowing that they might be looking for that pick themselves into the We Hate Akis roster. I'm interested to see how that pick might look. Yu-Hong first pick confidently here.
Dude,
right away.
Like the pick for mages, I feel like right now.
Said they
and
go
there's
the
the
Marty. There is the Kukulin.
And the Marty. Man, pick new characters. Jesus, that's not from money or anything. God. Kidding.
Mulan, Atlas. Well, this is the draft very stereotypically we've talked about from Weihei to Keys. We've talked about we thought we would want to see more of, but a Mulan Atlas
is back.
It's just there.
They don't lose now.
5 Cosmoses, everybody would be screwed.
Honestly, that sounds like light work.
With Misty as coach, yeah, I can't forget Misty. Zhong Kuei, okay. This Hydrogen swears by this pick auto attack base. He loves Zhong Kuei. And I want to see how that pilots into a Mulan Atlas and has any survivability. And just I guess, can he carry on that pick given the situation?
He'll kill them before they kill him, dude.
It's who dies
That's
first.
simple. He presses 4, dude.
Is that what we're going for?
I mean, Zhong Kuei's been banned the majority of the tournament. This is the first time we're seeing him, so I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. People know something that I don't about that god right now, so.
I'm assuming this would be that Guardian pick here. Flex last.
3 hunters. Throw it in there.
Okay.
Dream team.
This is a warrior. I am more than interested to see how the Osiris handles. Osiris, obviously the 9.5 revert, I would expect to do a ton, but goes back to a more comfortable pick with the Kamazots.
I like the Kamazots a lot better.
Yeah. The dive ability and damage from that is insane. No dog.
Yeah.
Instead, they decide to go to Bacchus. Agree, Cerberus, especially into the Marty Zhong Kuei. Kinda would have went Burr.
Like Burr or like Burr?
It was neither.
Wow.
So Tasty Taco runs back this Hou we saw from the previous game, but a triple front line continues.
I love that Ares pick. Oh, wow. That's a crazy Ares pick.
Forefront. I don't mind the Ares pick here. Azal, I appreciate the follow. Welcome, welcome.
Well, they have 3 characters without CC immune alts. I think that's huge.
This is a mobile cyst I have to get removed. I've been making calls, doctor's appointments, but I don't want to do a plastic surgeon. Nothing bad.
I mean, it doesn't do anything to you, does it? It just sits there and looks pretty, right?
Yeah, pretty is definitely something. But
Man, you ever?
Is that good?
No, I'm not even gonna ask because you haven't seen it. So you haven't seen it. I'm not even gonna ask.
Okay.
But
Game
you watch
1
nothing.
of the finals. You see the draft. Predictions up. Who do you think's taking it home? Who do you think wins game 1?
Obviously we hit a Keys.
Really? You're going back. I thought you said Big Hat.
Yeah, but then Big Hat's gonna come in 2-0 after that. 2-1 him. I think we hate a Keys takes him by surprise the first game. It's the finals. It better be best of fucking 3.
It is best of 3.
I'm sorry. It better be literally best of 3.
Oh, because you want something
2-0.
close.
Like, can we like have an interesting set here? Like, come on. I need the 3 games. I need the spice. Wait, is that the predictions gone?
No, prediction's still up. I'm still looking at it.
Why can't I find it? I want to predict.
I don't know, man. Sounds like personal
It's your
problems.
fault. Everything's my problem. How do I scroll on Twitch on my computer?
BVC. I am. The only thing catching my eye, I'm kind of just. Atlas is running back his build, the auto attack, right? Getting those procs.
Dig it, dig it.
The Hou ability based? I'm not sure I can get behind that. It's tasty. He does what he wants. Like Taco does what he wants. But I don't know. We're here to watch it, so he can show us he's better. I'm not hating on it. Clearly it's working. But the Ares isn't working, and Karmic goes his first blood. secures red, but at what cost is all 5 members sieging forward? Holy shit!
They just got.
We hate
wrecked.
Akis said we're taking her hat and no, okay. Well, no. Mulan forced
My
the
God,
beats.
they're still going. Oh. They're not getting
Aries,
enough.
they will. They
big
will
boy.
get the Bacchus. I lie.
Oh, they're gonna get who, Blondie? The
They
Yulong?
don't get anybody.
Whoa. See, I told you, we hate a Keith's gonna take him by surprise.
Joust player is out of his territory. Who? Who's
I
the
mean-
Joust player? All these guys, the Big Hat, are conch players.
I think he's
Hey,
talking
I
about
hate
the other game.
Akis. Oh, you're talking about the bounce? Okay. I was saying, we had Akis. Those are the Joust players. But, alright. I don't know how the Yuhong and Bacchus survive. That's a bit wild.
You wanna know why? Because they didn't have level 5. Because they got dookied.
Oh yeah, you lost the original fight. They got red, but lost 3, excuse me. Taco's controller Paul. Interesting.
I didn't think Taco played on controller anymore. I thought that was like 2 years ago.
No, to my knowledge, it still does.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
I could
No
be-
way
I
he
could be
plays on
told I'm
controller with
wrong
those
on that.
mechanics. Man hits too many things to be on controller.
Red's pulled. So here's ultimates are up. I'm interested to see how this looks. Ares forced ult. Is the damage there? Kama jumps in. Unfortunately, the Bacchus goes down, and they are able to find at least a trade. So 1 for 1 amongst all of that. Can you slow him? Remember shifting here. Yeah, Yishal keeps getting banned. I think every game she's been banned.
Every single one. Nobody likes that god.
It's interesting. I mean, I'm not surprised, right? You're going into an Ares. That is a 5 set of beads from a We Hate a Keys into that. And
I really think that Ares is a great pick. Phenomenal pick, I feel like. So.
And on the other side, a triple blink from Big Hat.
No, just for the sheer fact that they have 3 non-CC immune alts, they can get caught out heavily with that Ares ult if played right.
Can we talk about this? The
do you
Atlas Mannequin Scepter?
I love it. I dig it. It's the best thing ever.
Can we talk about that? Do you think? What's what we're going for?
He's freaking... Dude, I bet you that mannequin's struck on every single one of his freaking autos.
Is the damage there, the Atlas? Can he do it? Unfortunately,
There's
not
the Atlas
enough.
ult. No.
Just not enough damage.
Honestly, Blondie, depending on... Because I'm pretty sure mannequins procs on the actual auto, the AoE auto. So late game, if he gets the mannequin's mace, dude, he could burn the shit out of him.
Beautiful Ares ult. Should result 3 down.
Wow,
And
what
Big
a
Hat
total.
now running it down. All 4. The last man, i.e. woman standing, Mulan. For We Hate a Keys.
I mean, she does have a man skin.
And Siege on the other side. Simultaneously.
Wow, Zogquay just choked. That guy's gonna hurt late game.
I'm trying to catch. So Hoyi's sticking with the ability based, going Jotuns. This Atlas is gonna go this Bruiser auto attack heavy, looking for those procs.
Man literally found the new meta with Atlas.
And the Zhong Kui isn't going auto attack, she's actually going ability based. Mulan forced to all forward, should go down. Double ultimate, Colin and Camazotz. The damage turned on to this Hou-Yi. So what was a dream start 3-0 for We Hate a Keys, unfortunately turned back the other way, and Big Hat took the lead. Off the back of the Quadra. I think it's off the back of just this damage in general, right?
Oh yeah, dude. That Zonquist's putting in work. It looks like the Manticore is too. Holy shit.
So both beads. Pulls both the tank beads, so Atlas Mulan beads down. I wonder if you're gonna see an... No, I would assume not. I take it back. I was gonna say an absolution maybe, but he's gonna stick with the auto attack, so I doubt that.
And he's gonna go. Man, what's a good sound effect for autos?
I don't know. I mean, for auto attacks, what are we going for?
Just don't worry about it, okay? I'll think about it and you'll hear it eventually.
Oh, jeez.
You know me, I'd say I say whatever I want. It could be anything.
All 5 grouped up for either side. Both playing extremely slow. No particular hurry. Hou-Yi forced to jump away. Marty's doing numbers.
The biggest of the numbers. What do you think about the Arc Druids on the Mulan as early as it is in the game? I don't know if I like the item built at that point. Like it's good. It's good stats.
I think
like,
you
you're not
dropped
getting
the
the
third
full
or
effect
fourth, to
of
be
it.
honest.
Yeah, I think it's a little too high up there in the build.
But it is deep, so.
No, it's Liar.
No, it's interdependence. How about that one?
Who the fuck is that?
They're all the same person. Cosmos did not enter, Duffy.
I know, it was a tragedy.
Ares could get punished here. Can they find it? Should be forced to ult. Drops Thorns. Yu Hong drops ult. Can you find the pick? They find it there. Camazot's ulting the back line. Clock is low. Colin pushes out. Mulan getting chunked. Damage comes off from Marty and Camazot's blink. So a 1-for-1 once again. This is the damage. Zhong Kui going across the map, playing that macro, looking for a siege. He's gonna find it pretty easily. But Atlas actually pulled. They forced both relics, but it should cost us Atlas. I don't know. Big Hat's kind of running away with it now. Did not have a positive start. And the Hou-Yi blink. It's tasty Taco signature.
I mean, told you they were gonna win. I think they were gonna win this game, but I told you they were gonna win. See, like right there, like that area just got dookied on, all because of pools.
Siege
Well,
healthily
that
takes T1. Mulan, Yu Hong, Atlas shift to deal with it. So decent lead here. 2,000 to Big Hat. No Baron Big Hat for them, unfortunately. Both sieges, that 10-minute mark.
that was a missed opportunity.
It was a missed opportunity, truthfully.
I hope when they win, I'm gonna tell them in chat they suck for
Hi,
not doing
Terry.
that.
When I'm gone. So we talked about the Absolution, and obviously I was immediately thinking it's Atlas. Silly me forgot there's two Guardians, and the Absolution is actually picked up by this Bacchus.
I think it's better on Bacchus anyway. When I think of Absolution or Guardian, I think Bacchus.
More
I
often
always
not,
have,
yeah.
because it's just instant. You can instantly proc the item. 'Cause I don't know. I don't think it'll proc on Atlas until his beam gets thrown. You know what I mean? Because it's a channel, so it's not worth it on him.
Mulan damage
The
off
Bacchus?
that pull alone is crazy.
Yeah. Get it?
So they lose their own. Good Absolution proc by the Bacchus. Really well communicated. Make sure he's not pulled.
Beautiful Absolution, dude.
So both sieges kind of lost. Both teams jockeying for position currently. Atlas goes for the pull, but Ares with the knockup immunity and flames. Atlas post-dash gets caught. The damage is there. Zonkoi with the big blink in. Can they find the second? Kama with the blink forward. Doesn't find the two for the slow. Gets blinked out by the Hou Yi. Taco survives easily. And now the Ares should go down in turn in a 2 in exchange in the overextension from Big Hat. Bacchus with the blink. Can he find the stun? Unfortunately, DR being what it is.
Ooh. I think they should remove DR.
I completely disagree.
No, man. If my CC is
And
gonna hit
the
for one
DPS
skip,
my DPS self is telling you that is absolute troll.
I'm a DPSer too, and I still think they should get rid of it.
They're just like running down this Hou Yi. Oh. Okay.
I just like when my abilities hit for what they say they're gonna do, you know?
Zonkoi should be just dead, right? Yeah, okay. I was like,
Yeah, he's cooked.
the Hou Yi
Cookered.
made sure he was fine, and they backed off, and they just killed the Zonkoi off all 5 shifts. So that's a 1. Tai is far. They actually recovered the lead they lost. Beads forced off the Marty. Beautiful Yu Hong ult. So the lead that Big Hat had completely nullified. Now T1's exchanged opposite lanes.
Dude, the Atlas one is swinging. Holy shit. He really is
Marty
full
Hou Yi
attack.
looking at the 1v1.
Alright, who you got in the 1v1? Marty or Hou Yi?
It depends on if Marty has ult.
Then Marty.
But yeah, if Marty has ult, you just the jump. But
Oh, you could just jump.
well, it's like on her, right? When you're playing with Hou Yi, it's off his jump. A lot of that's that range poke, but anyway, Siege easily secured for Big Hat.
Massive siege.
Now they're able to push for this T1 here at almost 14 minutes. Trying to regain a little bit of that lead they had a few minutes ago. Ares, blink ult right away, gets the Absolution proc heroism. Immediately procced on the Ares. Aegis forcing the Yu-Hongs on Koei. Pushed in. Colin with the beautiful 4-man ultimate. Hou Yi nowhere near this fight. Unfortunately, gonna result in a
Wow.
4-man death.
Around. Holy shit, good. Wow. They went from freaking
no.
0 to 100 on that. Wow, that's crazy.
dead.
I thought blue team had it for a second and they lost it all. That's the D side. And they have a juggernaut.
There's a D side.
That's definitely a bird.
Should be bird, and they steal the bird via the Camazont simultaneously. They can back off and go to Apophis at a 15-minute mark. A beautiful fight from Big Hat. That came from Kukulin getting a 4-man ultimate and Yu Hong not able to connect at all.
Yeah, no, because I thought the Atlas had a crazy pooling and alt, and then it all just went south from there.
Yeah, like a Colin actually re-engaged off all 4 because they grouped, and Zonque's damage out of fault. Yeah, yeah.
I think that Mulan's gotta get a little bit more active in their numbers. Bring with Mulan.
He's cooking the auto attack build. I mean, number department, he's doing more than his DPS. So Apophis is pulled.
Auto attack Atlas is actually kind of nuts because he's a big you have a big AOE auto and it procs everything now because of the way they changed the game. So you know they're hitting 2 or 3 people for fucking 104 times. It's 400 extra damage. You know.
I'm just sitting there procking that over again. It's just silly. Decent double stun. Jumps in. All 3. Ooh. Does he have bead? Should be dead. It is.
Yeah, I didn't
If
like
they
that,
find
like
anything after, Atlas is dead as well. Marty damage. Immediately,
wow.
Zonque blink in. This could be game ending.
Game, I think.
And a full deicide. Big Hat taking game number 1 of the finals. And we hate a Keese are up against the wall.
Wow, dude, that Marty did some damage. Yeah. Holy shit.
That's crazy. Good luck, I was Apophis. Yeah, that's great. GG. Don't we go auto attack Atlas? He cooked with it earlier.
Dude, man does not believe in the auto attack Atlas. Holy shit, it does things over the tryhard characters. I'm sorry.
No. Well, you're talking about a tournament for money. What do you expect?
Oh no, I'm just talking about me and you right now.
Oh, well, yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
No, great Scylla pick. Scylla. Talking about me and you right now. We're talking about out of the tournament things.
Knew I was the best. I thought you were an Afro person, Michelle. Don't be changing your mind now.
Okay, if Michelle's an Afro person, she should be permabanned immediately.
She's an admin. She does not get permabanned. She can permaban you.
She can. She could. She could permaban me.
Yeah. I think big hats take this. But
no,
yeah.
Michelle, Afro sucks, should die, and should never be in this game ever again.
Damn. Alright.
That god is trash and shit.
I'm gonna permaban.
Use your power, do it.
Alright. There's a good sign. Zonque. We're riding around.
I love that skin. I'm trash and shit. I bet you I could beat you in an Afro 1v1 with your best character.
No, listen. This is why Big Hat wins right here. Right there. Oh, jeez.
Shell with the ban hammers. Look at her.
That's big. All right.
Running from the confrontation. How dare you?
Game number 2. Big Hat up 1-0 in a best of 3. This is it. Can we hate a Keese? Bring it back. Or does Big Hat secure it? I want to be the Zong Broom. Is crazy.
I want to be this. Wow, 250 damage exactly done in that fight. 404 from Atlas, 46 from Gub. Crazy. Oh, their Atlas isn't doing the attack. GG, they lose.
Well, it's 1-1 with that build, so
We don't know that. We didn't watch the other set.
we
didn't watch their semifinals.
fair enough. I don't know what they drafted then. Giving the blue, interesting.
I know, I thought the cooldown's OP.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't do that for Scylla.
I mean, I guess Scylla's early game damage is kind of lackluster, and Mulan's is kind of broken, so. In comparison, I feel like, you know?
Zonque doesn't have blink, he's got beads, so double blink. 1 blink. So Gab's blink, Bacchus, colon blink. pulled in. This is notable. So you're gonna have a double heroism for We Hate a Keys, and you're not gonna have a heroism at all for Big Hat, which they had two
I think
last
that could
game.
be a big game changer.
I'm surprised at the change.
Well, I mean, maybe too they could be already planning on going in with ISO and shit before the game even starts, saying, well, they're gonna get those, so we're gonna get these. And just go for the different starters. Because honestly, an alternate timeline Atlas in a Sentinels box can be really good.
Chiron hits 2 of the 3 on the Thor. Do they have the damage? They're not. Oh! Oh! Okay.
Thor miss. Oh, what if that was a good double tap?
That was a good
He's
double
dead for
tap. It's still a 2 for 1, so not.
Yeah,
worth.
it turned out to not be a good double tap, but it was cool at first.
A little unfortunate. That was the all-in play they were looking for. Just not enough damage initially. Scylla didn't get the chance to hit all or cast on that Bacchus. If she was able to hit that reset, that could have been huge. Song continues to go this ability base versus the auto attack. Better than this, nothing feels better. Nothing feels better than this. Zong continues to ride around his broom.
New wall feels better than this. User. The big burp! No follow-up. I'm for it.
Most of us could be jockeying around until this next siege starts. Decent amount of damage from Scylla. Ooh, they caught Atlas. Beautiful cleanse from the Chiron. And Scylla was looking for that all in. Unfortunately, it gets cleansed out. Nothing really comes of that here. I was watching them fight over Johnson is crazy. Should result in siege on the other side, so they give up siege to fight for Johnson. I can. Who created it? Do you need me to right now?
Well, if a prediction is 0 points, does that just mean the winners don't get anything and they lose everything?
I can just delete it if there are 0 points on their side. Whoever created it too can.
All risk, no reward.
All risk, no reward is crazy. If you're on fire, that's fine. I agree with the decision. I don't want anybody losing stuff because there was nothing on the other side. It's a one-sided vote. It's crazy. It's gonna be wild when I Hate a Keys comes back, you know?
Yeah, they're not, unfortunately.
Really? Don't believe.
Draft diff.
So they know he's up. He sends it. Zong's looking for him.
Boom! He's dead.
He's very dead. He's trying to buy time, and they allowed the rest of his team to pick the Atlas. That's not necessarily bad, because they win a 2 for 1 now.
That is true. Can it become 3?
Dash.
That cannot.
There's Serb can get caught here. That's done. Yeah. Unless he gets jumped. They're poking out the Chiron for him out. Drusilla is starting to do damage. She went Deso. She did 20% cooldown. I'm assuming that's gonna be a Divine.
It's gonna be an awkward with that pathing, honestly. Somehow gonna switch sides, you know.
Oh, that's how it works. I had no idea.
Yeah, you know, there's only 2 items on that path: the top shard and Deso. Oh, shut up now.
This game's a lot slower than the previous.
Oh, for sure.
Because neither team
Super slowsies.
wants to give it up. Mulan getting chunked down. Zonkwe gonna be able to grab second relic, and I'm assuming that's gonna be a blink. And it is. Ooh, Chiron goes in ult in front of the Scylla. Gets caught for it. Thor gets a nice little triple ult. He's gonna make sure we don't get caught as far as damage. Beautiful crush. That's 2. Can she find the third ult? Just off.
Nice, hold on.
Mulan should go down. The Heavenly with pull. Beautiful rail. Buys enough time and they survive. So able to pick 2 for free. I don't know if I want to say for free.
Crazy.
But Chiron grabbing red. Should be able to shift for Big Hat to get the siege. As we hit a Keys just coming back out. Should be uncontested. So Scylla's starting to hit stride. I'm assuming this is going to be coin. He's going for that percent pen. Siege is here and ready to push. Scylla not present. I think the problem with we hate Akisa's team comp is like, Scylla is your damage, right? If Big Hat really close her down, it's gonna be really hard for.
So something I really like about Big Hat's comp on Scylla is especially the Chiron, because even with Scylla dashing away, if they poke her out enough, all he's gotta do is hit 1 of 3. She's probably gonna die because of the 2. So, and then 2, like you were saying, they only really have Scylla as their main damage unless Thor goes stupid. But I feel like in high level slash lobbies, Thor's not gonna do anything but be an alt bot and a double tap bot in comparison to other game modes.
Yeah, just way too close.
I definitely think, though, if Scylla doesn't get touched, that they will win the game. If Scylla just free cast the whole game, I think they have it.
That's easily said, especially when you have triple blink, though. You have triple blink for Big Hat.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna touch her. They're gonna put their hands all over that little Scylla.
Okay.
I said it like that on purpose. I want it to be known.
I don't know. There's Zong blink. Scylla goes in ult defensively, but her dash is down. Should be death and is. There's the triple blink. Little delayed, but more than enough.
Wow.
Gets beads off of the Chiron. I'm actually surprised we didn't go for the Bacchus.
Mulan barely gets out too.
Thor double taps in. Easily killed via the Zong. Chiron. All members here.
Yep.
Beautiful Atlas dash for the cleanse movement speed.
Beautiful.
Really well done by Big Hat. I mean, we talked about If the Scylla gets engaged on, that's pretty much a losing fight.
I told you, all they gotta do is put the hands on her.
Okay. Hothus now pulled. I don't know if they ever get in range to get that. Gabba's blink. Goes blink now. Not really anyone there to cast off that. Maybe a little wasteful.
Yeah, it would have been great if it was a steal. But it was way
really
too late.
hard to do. Cerberus, I'm finding anything on the ultimate. Unfortunately, can only jump in at Bacchus using the knockup community and burp. Thor all we contact the Kukulin. Fortunately, with the Thor double tapping in, goes down to the
Thor's
Thorn
gone.
proc. Now Mulan.
Mulan's neck. Yep, there it is.
This should be game. They find this next pick, at least a bird. Scylla hovering over blue wall. Gab's in a rough situation, gets pulled up. 4 members down.
Yeah, see, Scylla's not there. They can't do anything. Scylla has to be there. She's too scared to do anything.
It's G over. They lose a bird. It's not game ending yet, but that's a rough
Definitely a
spot
bird.
to be in. They still have all 3 blinks up, by the way. They did that without being the engage.
She just double tapped the blue buff. Dude, if they heard that, they all 3 blinked off.
So they shift over. They could get siege, and that's where they're heading. Ultimate Thor's up. Lands the all. The all in was for the Chiron. Aegis used right away. Scylla! There's the reset. Can you find the second?
Oh, keep it going. Can she get the third? She cannot get the third.
Can we chase it?
Did you get the Bacchus maybe?
Thor finds
Oh, there it is. That
all 4.
and the Zong. Nice. Beautiful Thor out by Taco there.
If Scylla would have found that reset, that would have been even cleaner. It's a little rough.
I think she should have just altered the Bacchus instead of trying to go for the hydrogen right there. I feel like she would have killed him, especially with her build.
That's big though. That's a big sign of life.
Huge sign. Massive.
So it should be Jugs. Unfortunately, that doesn't net them Apothis, Sieges. It's just you're caught yourself a little bit back into the game.
They get 1 siege, they get their own siege.
Yeah. Problem is you gotta do the fire waves and the siege, so they should get T1 fairly easily.
So wait, you can get 6 sieges at once, right?
The most I've seen is 5.
But you could get 6.
In a hypothetical world, sure.
Because you could have two on the Apophis.
Yeah,
and
2
all 4.
Apothis and then the 4 points, sure.
I didn't know Apophis gave sieges, that's nuts.
It's a recent change. By recent, like a month or so.
So that's why I didn't know.
It was like the same time they did the portals.
I see.
They're not willing to give our 50-50 Apothis, so they're gonna back off. We hit a keys. Yeah, this game literally is gonna just come down to: does Thor Scylla get value? If not, it's just GG.
Yeah, no, dude, Scylla, dude. She can't be touched. They lose.
She's a glass cannon. I wonder why all 4 are here. Definitely slowing it down. Hovering, looking for someone to step out of place. They wanted to blink all Zhang Kuei. Thor's hovering and left. Not really any poke turned out. Decent stun. We forced beads off Chiron. That's fairly good. Heroism proc off the Serb because Thor able to now do something with this Chiron. Jean Quay backing. Like the tanks, like Serb even doing that. It's like tickling it. It's only going to be the DPS that does something here. So how slow we're playing. They're looking for some kind of poke. But there's not much there. Cerberus.
Ooh, they're hitting the Popith.
Gab shield. Thor's up. Ah, you missed. You missed. You missed. That can't happen. You can't happen. Scylla's getting ran down by Kikolan on the other side, so you're not going to have the DPS. Big Hat should win this fight freely because of it. Yeah, see.
Yep. Kikolan put his hand all over, dude. That's just what happens.
Man. You don't do any damage. They're going to look for a bird on left side.
Kikolan out was incredible.
I thought for a second Gab was going to roll into that. I was like, there's no way, right? I'm interested. You're level 20 on this Atlas. This is enhanced. You're level 20 on this Atlas? Hold on. Oh, no. It's not enhanced, I lied. GG. 20. Thor. Okay.
Crazy Thor out, come on.
You gotta tap out, you gotta double tap out, you gotta double tap out. He's dead. 3v3 tanks. All DPS is dead. What does this look like?
Looks like...
Ow, they have Atlas ult. GG.
Yeah.
As soon as the Atlas ult drops.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
The protection thread's too strong in that one.
Sieges are pinged out. Yeah, the Atlas... the Scylla getting stunned out, and then Chiron hitting, like you'd mentioned, a 1-3. That was kind of just death. And they stepped in for Apophis.
Just too much for the Scylla. Them not having a hunter puts too much pressure on the Scylla.
Wait.
That's a Scylla ult.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume that was a misclick.
This gets awkward with the double siege, and it's staggered, so they could look for Bird pretty easy. Thor forced to ult, just getting out with his life. Can they defend this? They want to blink. They have 3 blinks available. Don't get the chance to. Should we have poly build? And this many
That's the best way to play Scylla. You can disagree if you want. There's no disagreeing.
Sure.
You press 1, you auto, and then you hit your 2. They die, guaranteed. That's his squishy though. Tanks, it's useless.
Well, that's a little bit of an issue. This Atlas actually has alternate timeline, so all starters online. Sunder, Chiron's ult. Jesus Christ!
Wow. That's it.
Oh, hold on.
Wait a minute, Thor!
Tasty?
Go crazy, Tasty! Oh.
He's dead.
But
Good Aegis. He's dead.
Wait a minute.
That's huge. They just back and go through. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
I almost said something about that when that fight was happening. I was saying that right lane's looking a little rough. Fire waves because there was a siege fighting that siege, and so it was letting the fire waves build up.
That should be Jeej. Yep.
Big hats are thy winner.
GG. Big hats and a 2-0 secure your $500 BBC/tournament.
You know what? It's because they weren't the banana splits. That's what it really was.
I said big hat, you did within. You did. Congratulations to the winners. I will be reaching out tomorrow to pay all that out, so I appreciate all of that feedback and love that. And all the guys that watch this tournament, thank you all so much. I do want to touch on, before we close it out for tonight, what you guys want to do for next month. So for those that may be new, I'll explain really briefly. I don't keep any of the money from what we make on Twitch, right? So any of the money we make on Twitch from subs, ad revenue, you guys supporting what we're doing by donations, etc., we put into these tournaments and giveaways. To date, the BBC, i.e. this community, we have given back roughly $19,000 for